Hi there, Leo. Healing Grasshopper here to do your third week in October reading, the 18th to the 24th. Knight of Wands. So you guys are moving towards a goal. You're working on a goal. We'll see if judgment is reversed in a moment. King of Swords. Okay, that's a pretty clear message. So, Knight of Wands and the Judgment card is like you are there's a goal that you have in mind that you are working towards, that spirit is telling you that you need to stop and observe some things. Okay. Any of these reversed? No. Yeah, this is a very straightforward message, guys. I don't see anything bad here at all. This is just spirit is saying that in your enthusiasm to get things done, there are some things that you might be missing, and that things are happening very quickly, but we're getting ahead of ourselves here. King of Swords is talking about things that you may want to fix or eliminate. You know, this is kind of like you're putting together a business and you're really excited about it. You want to get things done. Let's say you're opening a restaurant or whatever, and yeah, it doesn't need to be a restaurant, whatever kind of business, something new that you're trying to do. It could be even taking on a new 9 to 5 job or whatever, but it's kind of like if you have a contract, right? And you look over it and you're like, oh, that looks good. That's really exciting. And you're really focusing on the numbers that they want to give you and that kind of thing. When you're not paying as much attention to the finer prints there. Um, King of Swords is saying there are some things that, look at that contract a little closer because there are some things, because contracts are not enforced until they're signed, right? So you see the contracts and there's some things that you're going to want to cross out, make notes, highlight and stuff on the contract. Nothing wrong with that. You negotiate the contract and go back and show them this line right here, that's not going to work for me. We're going to need to take that out of the contract or whatever. Let's revise this contract. Let's add some things. This is all of the King of Swords is there for. So, the Ten of Cups is about things ending up well in the midst of rapid movements. The Eight of Wands in the center of your reading is everything's coming together pretty quickly, right? And here you have the Nine of Cups here, which is emotional well being. You've got it on either side of this rapid movements. This is going to end up very well for you, Leo. Perfect. Yeah, of course. And look at the diagonal here. You've got King of Swords, the Eliminator here, with things moving quickly. A Hierophant can very much represent a contract, some kind of, formality. Okay. The Sun, but things will end up well. Wow, Leo. The Sun thing's ending up well. Uh, the Six of Wands is you experiencing a victory. This is a reading with a very small caveat. That's all. Okay? So here's the Nine of Swords. So this is very much saying that here you have all the great outcomes here, but there is a possibility of regret here and kind of catastrophe if you're not careful, right? Going back to the whole contract thing that I was talking about, let's say you're dazzled by this contract and without really looking it over too closely, you sign it right away. And now you've got yourself attached to not the greatest contract. That's really causing problems for you in your business, right? So you just need to really not be in a rush and look at things closely while you're planning. Don't be in such a rush. What do we have for clarity, Spirit? Reversed. Reversed. Mm-hmm. Let's do that. Two more, Spirit. So the Eight of Cups is pretty much saying don't be afraid of, playing hardball, so to speak, and standing your ground. There's nothing wrong with walking away. You know what? I just thought of my mother came to mind. We've done an extensive amount of traveling, and my mother was always very good at haggling when we're in other countries. You can go to markets in other countries and haggle the price, and a lot of the times they will inflate the price, and you get to know um, pretty quickly what things are worth and that kind of thing. So you get them to come down in price. And sometimes if you don't get the price that you want, my mother was always very firm in walking away. And then they run after you. They're like, okay, okay. You know, that's what spirit showed me, my mother walking away from like a kiosk. Um, Stand your ground and get what you want and don't be afraid to walk away from the table. Because if they don't run after you, by the way, that's fine. It wasn't meant for you anyway. You don't want to be tethered in business to a bad deal, right? So it's better to walk away in the beginning than to be like this, for years. So, Knight of Cups is moving towards things in good faith, Leo. And as long as your requests are reasonable, and fair, then you should absolutely not be afraid to present them. Knight of Cups is saying. The Five of Pentacles is it's like don't let people intimidate you. This card, very much in this context, is talking about intimidation and like hesitation. In that same haggling situation that I was talking about with, being in the markets and haggling, don't, like I said, don't be afraid to walk away and don't be afraid of people rejecting you. That's fine. Like I said, if they're rejecting you, then it wasn't meant for you anyway. You can find it somewhere else. Um, it's not reversed. You can find it somewhere else. Ten of Pentacles, right next to it, is saying this is how they want you to feel, right? Oftentimes in business, someone will hand you a deal and make you feel like, oh, you're so lucky to have this deal. You should be grateful for the scraps that they're putting in front of you. It's like, no, I know that I'm worth that. I will walk away if I don't get what I deserve. Need two more, Spirit. Let's see if that's reversed. The devil. Whoa. Are all of these ours? Is this ours? This is ours. Is this ours? This is ours. High Priestess is not ours. Even though High Priestess you can definitely learn from. Okay. Any of these reversed? No. Again, what the devil is representing was what I was just saying. The devil is all about lies, fear, false, what is it, like false emotions appearing real or something. Um, right? The devil wants you to intimidate you and enslave you and have you in a compromising position, right? And this is what this is. You should be uh, grateful to have the scraps that I give you. And if you don't take it, then you're not going to get anything better anywhere else. And, you're not worth any better. That's nonsense. Don't have these people making you feel like that. And I hope that you remember this reading when you're in this situation. Um, the Five of Swords is being more clever than your opponent. This is you winning over your opponent. If you stand your ground, you will win. Um, and if you stand your ground, you're going to avoid a tower, which is a catastrophe. This is what a bad deal will bring you: anxiety and catastrophe. But you believing in yourself and standing your ground is going to eliminate that and prevent that. Okay, Leo, you've got this. This is a very Leo reading. No one steps on a Leo. Let them hear you roar. Roar. F them. Don't let them, try and feed you scraps. All right, Leo? So that is the reading, Leo. I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. Um, I answer every single comment with glee. It's like Christmas morning to me. Makes me feel like I'm not speaking to myself and there's someone who really appreciates my readings. Um, because it's hard being a small YouTube content creator. So hearing from my viewers really does brighten my day. Okay. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss future videos. These are very small gestures, cost you nothing, really means the world to me. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. I'm like at 990 right now. So every single subscriber means the world to me. Even if you think you're already subscribed, just check for me really quick. And if you're not, go ahead and click. Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel, you can go have a look at the playlist. I have a bunch of them made. There is a Leo playlist that you can choose and put on autoplay. Have it on as background noise as you go about your day. Um, you can also have it on as you're winding down in bed because watch hours are everything to help the channel grow. So I appreciate the help. Um, I'm assuming that this is your sun sign that you're watching. What you may not realize is that your moon, north node, and rising signs are just as important to follow. If you don't know what those are, you can find out very easily and for free online by Googling calculate my blank sign, and there'll be plenty of free sites to do it for you. Come back to the Healing Grasshopper channel and watch the corresponding videos. Shout out to all of my English speakers, my US, UK, Canada, Australia viewers. Um, I see you in my analytics and I appreciate you all. Thank you for your support. Um, my non English speakers, uh, Spanish, Portuguese, Filipino, Indian, I see you all in my analytics as well, and I really appreciate you. To the Hindi speaker that asked for me to dub my videos, great idea, and I'm certainly considering it. The thing is that it is very expensive. So what I ask is for you to stick with the channel, put up with the subtitles for now, and as the channel grows, I will be able to afford it. We will get there together. Okay? I will speak to you guys soon. Love, light, and many blessings.